part of his property. But he will not take authority over your life until you reasonably yield, recognize his authority and yield. Then your journey in the kingdom begins. Your journey under his lordship. We went to Ghana. And then we went to where the salt water and the fresh water met. And anytime I want to fight spiritually, what happens is that God kindles a fire in the middle of my head here. I begin to feel heat as if a fire is burning. It means it's time to fight. So it was a resort. We had finished preaching. And our brethren in Ghana felt we should rest for 2 days. And very expensive place. And they brought us there. There was a beach. You could run on the beach. You could take water bicycle. And we just landed. So fine. I wanted to just go and sleep. And then I felt that fire. I said, Jesus, nobody's fighting here. This is a peaceful place. There's no trouble. Demons are not here. Oh my God. The fire was burning on my head. And it burned for 6 hours. It means Jesus was saying, if you don't fight, the fire burns. So I now stepped out. I went to the beach and I began to speak in tongues. Our team now came. We began to speak in tongues. And then the power of God now manifested. People began to fall. Right there on the beach. I think we finished by 10 p.m. I went back. My wife slept instantly. I knew the demons would come back. So I kept watching. You know, have you watched a wrestling fight before? Most of you will go and blow your enemy. Go and say fight has finished. Is that how they finish? When you go somewhere and you strike an attack, you know what? Put on your joggers in the night and sit up. Because they will come back. Huh? So that's how one of our pastors went somewhere and he said, all of you demons, waka. And he went to sleep and he almost... Then he called me and said, death is upon me. I said, no wrestling fight ends because somebody throws a blow. That one you felt is that he has hammered that's hammer lock. You know when you blow like this, there's a move called hammer lock. That's the one that takes your oxygen. Demons are sucking oxygen from your lungs. So I sat up and I waited. And I saw creatures with 2 heads. And the angel of the Lord didn't allow them to enter our room, but they were walking on the pavement. And they walked there from 12 midnight to 3 a.m. Wicked. Looking for one occasion. If you have seen what I've seen, you will not play with a woman's breast. Go home and call your wife and say, see, we're in love. If you know what I've seen, cultivate the love and if you know what I've seen, cultivate the love and be her friend. So that if you need to touch one, touch her own. But that's the only one you can touch. Wicked devils. And we walk till 3 a.m. I was looking at them because I have sight. I have sight in the spirit. Praying in tongues, 3 a.m. And I left. Meanwhile, while they were walking there, you know when somebody is dreaming, do you know how they behave? Huh? Okay, some of you know. So while they were walking there, that was how my wife was behaving. Because when demons come close to you, they can transmit visions to you. Just like when angels come close, they can transmit visions. Now, you will need to stay close to Jesus long enough for you to be able to tell what dream came from God or what dream came from devils. I am part of the struggle. I know what spiritual warfare is territorially. Not just casting out demons from people. I know what demons hold on to in the territory. And I have been sent by Jesus on those kind of strange missions to dislodge things in territories that demons hold as a legality to operate in those places. These spirits I'm telling you about are exceedingly wicked entities. Second night of crusade in Cameroon, I came back because my room is overlooking the ocean. And they said, we got this room for you so that you can be seeing the ocean. In the daytime, it's very fine. But we finished the crusade and came out. I knew they would come, so I waited. Waited in the night. Began to speak in tongues. And indeed, they came. They suspended. That is, they jumped out of the water and they were suspended. Suspended like this. This, the water. This, they were suspended like that. Suspended for 2 hours. Then I saw an angel. The angel just dropped his sword. It's bigger than this building. If you turn this building like this, he dropped the sword like that. The sword was like a lamp. It was there till 3 a.m. That's why they couldn't touch land. That means they were saying, if you give us one chance, they won't find his body. And my security is in my walk of righteousness. As long as I'm in alignment and I have not exercised any appetite to do anything contrary to God's will, I'm invincible. My security cannot be breached. He said the gates of hell will not prevail. Not that they will not attempt. The guarantees and insurance